Erinn Morgan. I am with Insight Media Group, and I'm excited to be here with Jackie Grove from 2020 Quest, which is the charitable foundation for National Vision. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We're very glad to have you here. And Jackie, can you tell us a little bit about your role with 2020 Quest, how that falls into the National Vision umbrella, and then maybe a little bit about your own career history?
Sure. I'll start just with my career history. I've had about 16 years experience in the optical industry and about 30 years experience in corporate America at companies like Luxottica and also National Vision on the optical side. And it was retail brands, just running a lot of retail locations and brand building and everything that goes along with that. I started running our charitable foundation about 5 years ago, the 2020 Quest, and our mission is basically to end the global vision crisis. Our foundation made a decision about 5 years ago that we wanted to go that route. It was great to be able to help people get glasses, but we wanted to put a fix to the issue once and for all. We want to have the vision crisis eradicated.
Wow.
So that's our goal.
That's a pretty, it's a pretty impressive goal. And it's I think it's what we would say it's 1 billion.
Over 1 billion people don't have access to or can't see just because they don't have a pair of glasses.
Yes.
And it's a travesty because it affects people's lives in so many ways negatively. It affects economies from growing, so it furthers poverty. It furthers health issues people have. It prohibits them from pursuing their life ambitions and goals.
Definitely. And there's a lot of layers involved to solving the vision crisis, but it's solvable.
That is absolutely right.
Yeah. It'll take a little bit of time.
Yes. It takes a lot of coordination and time.
Coordination and time. For sure. Well, thank you for joining us for our podcast, video podcast that we're recording today for Insight, Women in Vision Care Leadership. And what I would like to ask you first is kind of what excites you most about your current role, and your role is really exciting. So, it's inherent in your role.
It is inherent, but I would say that it's great to be able to make an impact on so many people's lives, and that in itself is extraordinary. However, the times that we are in right now are extraordinary times. I would say there's so much donor interest and business venture interest in helping some of these areas of the world where they don't have access to eye care and to get involved. And we have global organizations like the United Nations and the World Health Organization that have now joined in the cause over the last few years.
Incredible.
So it's kind of like all the conditions are right to do what we're doing right now, and there's a lot of momentum. So I would say that wave of momentum right now is the thing that's most exciting to me in this kind of role beyond the great work that is being done.
Definitely, right? Exciting time. It's kind of the right place and the right time for everything to really have a good trajectory. So in terms of leadership, and you've worked in corporate, you've worked in the retail side, and then obviously in the philanthropy side, kind of what is your leadership philosophy, your style?
So what I always say, like my life mantra is basically we're only going to be on Earth for a short period of time, really. If we're lucky, we'll let it be 100 like my grandparents did, right? but between 80 and 100 typically we get so many years and they go by very quickly. And so my motto is make the most of that time, like do something amazing. What is it that you want to fulfill in your life? Make it happen because you can. Like don't doubt yourself, go for it. And I live by the mentality of I want to do great things, whatever it is. In my world. At certain times in my career, it was, hey, I want to achieve a certain success in this job, or I want to achieve certain results. And those life ambitions will change over a period of time, but always continue to strive to be your very best. And everything will fall into place. Is what I have found. So that's my leadership.
I love that. It's like a very passionate and kind of led, and things kind of fall into place. Follow your passion.
It makes you push yourself because think big, dream big, right? Why not?
Yeah. Why not? Very good, very, very good insight. So in terms of being a leader, what do you find most challenging? I'm sure you have teams and people that you've led over the years.
Yeah, definitely. I would say this is going to sound like a little cliche, but getting people aligned around a common goal and moving to the same sheet of music to get really impactful results. is one of the most challenging things that there is in leadership. If you have a team, even of a couple people, making sure they're on the same page. And right now, I run a coalition that we have 23 different organizations that basically they all have their day jobs and their initiatives that they work on in their companies, their organizations, and I'm trying to get them aligned around how we can work together to solve the global vision crisis. So it's, and it's in an ever-changing environment, so there's these constant need to check in and make sure people are okay, make sure everyone understands why we're doing this and where we're going.
And adjust to different things that come up, right? And the climate changes. Whatever's going on in the world.
Yeah, alignment takes a lot of work, and it's a daily occurrence. It can't be something that you check in every month, right? You have to keep people on the same page and make sure that they're feeling enthusiastic and motivated, giving their all around the things they're trying to accomplish.
And they feel that kind of part of the team, right? And connected to the whole mission.
Exactly.
Really great. That's amazing. So, and we've kind of touched on this a little bit, but as a leader in the vision, philanthropy, and the foundation side, where do you believe this work is heading in 2025 or beyond?
Well, one of the things that I know is near and dear to both of our hearts is the inclusion of the private sector leadership coming on board to join the fight in the vision crisis. Private sectors are for business, corporate entities that are out there, and making sure that they understand that there's over 1 billion people that can't see, and that they can leverage their expertise, their experience, sources, whatever it takes, to join us in that fight. I know in 2025 and beyond, that is going to be my life ambition, to get more and more of these leaders and companies that are at Vision Expo and that we circulate with involved and get them excited about wanting to make a contribution and kind of showing them how to do it. Because we cannot solve the crisis without their involvement.
And the more, kind of just people come in to be a part of that initiative and that momentum, it's going to have so much power.
I mean, how many times in our life can we say, I was a part of solving a major public health crisis?
Yes.
Who gets to do that, right? But we have the opportunity to be able to do that in this sector, and it's something that's near and dear to our hearts.
Absolutely, right? That's what really matters in the end. Is helping all these people who don't have access to eye care and health care. So, what would you say is my last question? Your kind of one tip, best tip for other aspiring female leaders?
Maybe sound a little bit in left field, but it's take care of yourself.
I love that.
As I was coming up through the ranks, I was trying to move up, and I worked myself to death. Too many hours, sacrificed things I shouldn't have sacrificed. And so I reached a point where I realized that I didn't necessarily have to do that. I could still accomplish the things that I wanted to accomplish and do great things, but I could still have my weekends, or I could still do the family functions that I wanted to do. And it was a choice I made, but it came, I think, with confidence and knowing it was okay to do that. And that the work was still going to be there, like when I come back to my laptop or when I go to the next meeting.
For sure.
So take that time for yourself and work out, do yoga, whatever it is that you like to do. Get your head in the right place, because when you do come back from your wellness time, then you'll be able to give that much more effort and accomplish things and be super happy, which is the most important thing.
It is the most important thing.
Why do we work so hard if we're going to be unhappy?
Exactly. I love that advice. It's fantastic advice. Well, thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate all of your insights, and best of luck to you in all of the work that you do.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you again soon.